right, ma. Officially, let's meet you first. Your name and your portfolio first and foremost.
My name is Fatima Suleiman Kassim,
Oh,
Director Special Duties, National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA.
all right, nice meeting you in person, ma.
Thank
All
you
right,
very much.
trickling down to state, NEMA to SEMA. You're now here in Ondo State. What is the significance of your presence right now in Ondo State, ma?
We are here to downscale the early warning strategies to the state. You must have been aware of the NIME prediction.
Yes.
Ondo State, four local governments in Ondo State have been predicted to be amongst both the high risk and the moderate risk areas.
Right.
And then some of the local governments in the states too, have been predicted to be among the low risk uh, areas. So we are here to cascade that information to the state so
Right.
that they in turn we cascade the information to the local government area. And then the local government area, since they collaborate, we expect that they collaborate with the communities in cascading the information to them. Because most times disasters start at the community level.
Right.
So we expect that everybody should be aware of the impending disasters, if I may call it that, because disasters don't tell you when they're about to occur. So everybody needs to be prepared for it.
Right.
That's why we are here to inform the state to take proactive measures as regards the impending flood disaster.
Okay, ma. Against that background, the rains are here right now. What is SEMA or NEMA and SEMA's messages to the people of especially Ondo State?
Is that they need to be adequately prepared for the impending flood disaster.
All right, ma. So, is there any message to the state government on this, ma?
The message to the state government is for everybody to be adequately prepared. They should have a very functional SEMA on ground.
Right.
Functional SEMA in the sense that they should be adequately, uh, they should have a functional SEMA on ground that have the necessary staff and then the equipment for them to adequately attend to the disaster when it occurs. And then they should have a very functional SEMAs too at the local government level. Because when you have these LEMC, as we call them in place, the burden is less on the SEMA in the state.
All right, ma. Moving forward, or lastly, do you have any message for Nigerians generally? Because I know flooding is not just in Ondo State. Kogi and the rest of them, they have the same problems. What's your message to everybody right now?
My message to all Nigerians is for everyone to be on the alert.
Exactly.
When flooding or any disaster wants to happen, it does. Some may give notice, some may not.
Hmm.
Some may be abrupt. So we need to be well informed so that we take the necessary precaution to forestall loss of lives and property.
All right. God bless you, ma, for talking to Efosa TV channel on this. Thank you. We appreciate your time out.
Thank
Thank you. Sir, officially, let's meet you first and foremost. Your name and your portfolio, sir.
Thank you so much. My name is Uncle Frederick, and I'm the Secretary of Ondo State Emergency Management Agency,
Right.
Ondo State.
Nice meeting you in person, sir.
Thank you so much.
All right. NEMA is out because the rains are here in Nigeria right now. Trickling down to SEMA, that's the state commissions. And Ondo State is taking a step already today. How do you feel about this, sir?
Well, I feel so glad because the work of NEMA, the National Emergency Management Agency, which has a state arm,
Right.
which is SEMA, the State Emergency Management Agency, is a work of social security and the welfare of the people, which means that the lives and property of people are to be secured first before talking about any other thing.
Yes.
It also affects their welfare. And when you talk about welfare, you talk about the basic needs of the people. Shelter, is their shelter affected? Is their food affected? Is their housing affected? These are basic things And this is what SEMA is looking after. There are occasions of emergencies where we have to respond very quickly.
Right.
And according to what we did today, it's talking about flooding.
Yes.
And let me say that the work of SEMA, so the Emergency Management Agency, is not limited to flooding. There are other areas. So maybe later I will now
Expatiate on that.
expatiate on it.
Okay. A national body came down, which is NEMA today. Is there any way there's a collaboration between SEMA, Ondo State, and NEMA right now, or they just came to participate?
Oh, yeah, there have been very strong collaborations. In fact, the two bodies are critical stakeholders in terms of disaster management. As you are aware, that in the 36 states of the Federation, we have SEMA.
Yes.
And NEMA is the national coordinating body for all the other states. So there have been strong collaborations in terms of responses to emergencies. Emergencies at the level of the state is categorized into three degrees. And some can be local, that can be handled at the local government level. Some can be in terms of what the state can take charge of. And in some other cases, which are very severe cases, they are usually escalated to the national and it's passed for the attention of NEMA. And that is why you see that some of the times you see NEMA bringing in relief materials
Right.
to the states.
Okay. Moving forward, sir, would you say the state government, we're always using Ondo because we're talking about Ondo, would you say the state government is trying now in terms of backing up SEMA's projects?
Oh, perfectly. From the program just concluded,
Right.
you heard the permanent secretary of the office of the deputy governor saying that the budget that we have now is like 4 times what we had last year, which is telling us the proactiveness of the state government in addressing issues that relate to SEMA. Emergency cases does not have to wait, and so there must be budgetary provision, and this cannot be done without the support from the states
Government.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, against that background, sir, when are we going to see SEMA, Ondo State, moving into the interiors to carry out these projects?
Yes, we have been doing that, moving into the interiors.
Yes.
But we are going to step it up now, going forward.
Right.
At least from the take home, when the program just concluded, we're going to be embarking on a advocacy tour
Beautiful.
to the local governments. We have it in our plan to visit all the 18 local governments in the state. But first, we are going to start with those that falls within the confines of NIMET prediction for this year. NIMET,
Right.
that's the Nigerian Meteorological Agency.
Yes.
They have predicted about 6 local governments that are going to be affected by flooding and sea incursions. We have 4. We have Akure South, Akure North, Edo West, Irele, and Okitikupa. They
All
are
right.
going to be affected by flooding, while Ilaje and Eseldo is going to be affected by sea incursions.
Wow.
So all these local governments, we are going to start advocacy from there before the rain start heavily. So we want to quickly do advocacy and put people on alert
Check.
to know what to do when they happen.
Wow, sir, I must say you are hardworking, and SEMA Ondo State is really hardworking. We wish you carry out this project on time so that the people of Ondo State will actually feel the presence of SEMA in Ondo State. Okay, lastly, sir, what is your message to everybody in Ondo State right now?
Yeah, thank you. The work of disaster management cannot be left to the government alone,
Right.
because when it happens to the ordinary citizen. And my message to every resident of the state is that they should collaborate with the government. Number one, spread the gospel, particularly about these predictions. They are not child's play,
True.
they are true. So spread the gospel about this prediction. Then let people know about the works and workings of SEMA. A lot of people don't have this information. They say information is power.
Yes.
So it's something you have information about that you can go ahead to approach. So spread the gospel that the state government is doing a lot on managing emergencies and disasters in the state. Let people be aware of what is going on. Let people know where to run to when cases of emergency comes up.
Wow.
So
All
this is
right.
my message to everyone.
Right. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us this audience on FOSA TV channel. It will get, in fact, it will go far.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. God bless.
I appreciate
Thank you, sir. Yes. All right, sir. Let's quickly meet you. Your name and your portfolio, sir.
Thank you very much. I am High Chief Adebisi Olanrewaju Abraham, the Alaja of Ikare, representing the Owale of Ikare abroad.
All right. Nice meeting you in person, sir.
Thank you.
All right. SEMA, all the way from NEMA National. They are here in Ondo State today to talk about flooding and the Ondo people. How do you feel about this, sir?
I think it's a very good initiative on the part of NEMA and SEMA, because, like you had me explaining at the seminar,
Yes.
there has been a lot of problem with environmental issues. People have had problems, and often due to lack of knowledge, and the Bible says that go ready for lack of knowledge. And again, when it happens, there hasn't been enough assistance coming. For example, like I told you, in my home place in Karen, we had a lot of roofs blown off during rainy season. A lot of people have suffered so much. I mentioned a chief who had this issue happen to him twice, and I didn't believe the ambulance died. So, and of course, we saw the video showing us where there is flooding, people are dying, and houses are falling off. So, it's a very good one that NEMA and SEMA has come closer to do this for us to see.
All right.
And to appreciate.
All right, sir. Quickly, one message to SEMA and NEMA on this.
One message I have for them is that let them come to the grassroots.
That's the interiors.
Yes, come to the interiors, come to where it is happening, come to the villages, come to the towns, come to Ikariabu, my place, and see what is happening there, and talk to the people there.
All right.
And assist the people there.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for speaking to FOSA TV channel. Shirley, let's meet you. Your name and your portfolio first.
My name is Reverend Father Isaac Luwa, the chairman of Christian Association of Nigeria State Chapter.
Wow, nice meeting you in person, Padre. All right, quickly, this is SEMA and NEMA here in Ondo State, because the rains are here now and they are here to educate the people on this. But personally, how do you feel about this concept right now?
The concept of the
Yes, yes.
it's an eye opener, and it's something that will, first of all, I have to thank God for giving the humanity the wisdom in order to really recognize what can happen in the future. So
Right.
I thank those people that are into it, who saw it, who saw the danger, and they have to come and bring it to us, that we need to prepare and we need to take some precautions. Some of these things are done by us, some of these are caused by us. The channels are supposed to be there, but
Right.
to block the channels and everything. So it's an eye opener for us not to block the channels of this flow, so that we cannot have these disasters. So
Okay.
it's a welcome idea and a lot going on.
Okay, back in there, part of your speech was take this to the interiors. But Padre, how about mobilization? What is your take on mobilization in doing all of this?
I am seriously appeal, just like the director has said, I appeal to the government. One, first of all, to empower the local government.
Right.
You cannot really just be everywhere. You need to delegate. And by the time you delegate, you need to also fund it. So by the time you don't fund it, by the time you don't release the fund, they will be done there. But once you even release the fund, you must also try as much as possible to still monitor it. That's
Right.
just what I believe. And that will be able to help the situation.
Okay, Padre, lastly, what is your message to the people of Ondo State on this?
We need to be aware and we need to prepare. Not until when it happens.
Exactly.
God has actually helped us. God has given to us. As Yoruba will say, so if the Lord has given us that, He has warned us, then we need to take precaution.
Right.
God bless us.
Amen. Thank you, Padre, for speaking to FOSA TV channel on this.
Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much.
much.
God bless.
Amen. Jesus.
We want to appreciate the National Emergency Management Agency for bringing this program to Ondo State. At least he has enlightened us about the incoming flood or expected flood in the state and the areas that will be really monitored around that.
Exactly.
Actually, the state is well prepared for this. And in my own office, water and sanitation,
Yes.
we believe that we have to really come with not only in the control of the flood alone, but in the diversion of the water for irrigation purposes.
Right.
And two, to ensure that we manage the hygiene aspect of it and sanitation. Because if there is flood, how would they get alternative good water sources? How would they get alternative sanitation
Right.
and the hygiene facility? And that is the reason why we are here. We will be planning along with the state SEMA. But ideally, the question that we have is what are the donors are aligned with these programs so that we can benefit from the national donor, the international donor, to really pushing the effect or the financial aspect of these programs. And also, as the national, we want them to be faithful so that whatever comes to the state can be fully utilized. And I am advising that out of the three local governments, the national should sponsor a local government whereby the state will learn from it to step down in the other areas that are affected.
Wow. Okay, quickly, against that background, the rains are here. Now, what is your message to Ondo people personally?
Now that raining is starting now,
Yes.
it's starting so late. We are advising that people should not drop rubbish along the draining and channels. We are praying that those houses that are along the urban area should go along with massive city, or that this is by community effort. We cannot be allowing government, why the government will go on the larger stream as rivers to do the drainage and the city.
Right,
So,
right.
and also we should be very careful that once there is fog, there is storm, there must be other diseases that have to follow. So we have to work in a line to ensure that we prevent adequate preservation for this NTDC and other water related diseases.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much, sir, for speaking to FOSA TV channel. Thank you, sir.